discretion. The purpose of these videos is to question and challenge society's views, rules, culture, and many more, intended to bring awareness and provoke conversations. This may be sensitive and triggering for adults and children. Please be advised. Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. If it's your first time here, it definitely won't be your last, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification button so you'll be the first one to know when I post more awesome content. And leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, because it'll motivate me to make more videos. Now, without further ado, let's get right into the video. My condolences to all the people who have lost their loved ones. This video is not meant to make light of the predicament that we're in. I understand that we're all being affected in different ways. But the reason for this video is that I feel like we blame everything on Corona. And when I say Corona, I don't mean the drink. I mean coronavirus, right? You can't blame Corona for people's inability to think logically and rationally when it comes to this pandemic. You got people being political about this virus, complaining about how wearing a face mask goes against their human rights in America, and then comparing it to telling a woman to cover herself. You see crowded spaces where people are not bothering to wear their face mask. People coming up with conspiracy theories, talking about how the virus doesn't exist and how it's just the government's way of controlling us and planting chips in us. Just another excuse to not wear a face mask. Not thinking and being considerate of how their choices is going to affect themselves and affect others. Then you got the leaders opening up the economy so quickly, knowing full well that the virus is still spreading and killing people. Honestly, many deaths could have been avoided and the virus could have been contained if people were being rational about the choices they were making. So if you think about it, all the things that I mentioned are partly to blame for the many deaths because of how illogical and stubborn people are. The virus is only showing us how dumb people truly are already. Now let's talk about mental health, right? You see people blaming Corona for affecting mental health. Yes, it is a contributing factor, but I don't believe that's what's making mental health issues worse. Unless you lost a loved one or you're being affected financially due to COVID, then I can understand why your mental health issues will get much worse. But you have people where they're working from home or staying indoors blaming Corona for exacerbating their mental health issues, when their mental health issues was already really bad. It's just that before the virus, people were using outside as a means to escape from their mental health issues. Since Corona hit, people can no longer ignore their mental health issues. Now they feel forced to confront it and deal with it. Corona basically waltzed into their life now. People are like,
ah shit, now I gotta deal with my mental health issues.
Mental health issues has always been a big issue. Corona is only showing us how we need to stop ignoring and neglecting mental health and pay more attention to it, regardless of there being a pandemic or not. Mental health needs to be prioritized and normalized in society. People blame Corona for ruining the economy and causing people to lose their jobs when the economy was always bad. People were already losing their jobs and becoming homeless. If you hadn't noticed, the amount of people that were homeless before the COVID was pretty high. And nothing was being done about it. Everywhere you go, you see a homeless person. Everywhere. Especially in Manhattan. You see homeless people sleeping outside and in trains. The virus is actually showing us that in the midst of this pandemic, a lot of homeless people will die, and our country have failed them. It is only an issue now because the virus is affecting everyone's job. The virus is to blame for killing human love and connection. You see people complaining about how social distancing is affecting them and how they can't connect with their friends and family. People act like social distancing wasn't a thing before the pandemic. We live in an era where technology and social media has taken over our lives. You always see people on their phones and tablets not interacting with one another. When people go on dates, they're on their phones. When friends hang out, they're on their phones. I mean, people hardly even talk on the phone. All they do is text. Isn't that all social distancing? In my humble opinion, I think that people are being dramatic. I also think that this pandemic has shown us how important connection is, but it's only temporary. Once this pandemic is over, everyone will go back to their old routine and cutting people off. I'm just saying. All I'm trying to say is that these problems were always there. Corona didn't create these problems. Yes, it added on to it, but that's not the same thing as creating these problems. Anyway, thank you for listening and comment below what you guys think. And I'll see you in the next video.